Welcome back to the Saga of Skarbrand. We have now recruited Karanak, and I think this is the best option. I don't really recruit these right now. This is this is a unit that I recruit a little bit later on. So I think this is the best one that we can get for the time being. And now we have Karanak available. And to put him into an army, we're going to merge down some of those bloodletters. We have too many bloodletters anyway. Let me see what we can do here. I think what we want to do is even if we blew this up and we were positioned over here, I don't know, we might have a chance. We're going to go for it and see what happens. So we're going to do this. We're going to give ourselves 50% more movement. I serve in damnation. We're going to position ourselves here. Leave this place. We can now attack this. Let's go ahead and merge down these bloodletters to anywhere that we can stick them. Put this army at full strength here. There we go. We'll go ahead and attach Karanak. Oop. He's now in the army. We don't get any more movement out of this. Speed. We'll go ahead and auto-resolve this. We are going to do skulls for the Skull Throne. We went the wrong way. We're now going to force march ourselves this direction. We'll do the Eternal War, which we can also auto-resolve. And we don't have enough, which sucks. We almost made it. Almost made it. But we'll be able to blow up the Knights of Origo next turn, and then we'll be able to do our stuff with the cult. So let's go ahead and allocate these points. Although Karanak has one of these. I think it's this one. No, Path. This one. So we're going to save some points because he needs to have, we need 3 points at rank 4. He's currently rank 3. So yeah, we need to wait one more turn to allocate that point. This guy doesn't have his stuff yet, so we'll do, I know it, Blade Shield. So we'll move this guy one more time. Decent position there. That will probably... That is not in this zone of influence, so that's probably okay. This we can sell to Queek. So, Queek, where you at? Oh, nope. Where is Queek? We're just going to sell the floating village to Queek and make him our vassal. I'm right. And that's about as good as it gets. While we're here, we'll go ahead and increase this. And we can't do the cult upgrade. We'll do it next turn. And that was a relatively fast turn, so we'll continue with the next turn this episode. We can also get a peace treaty with Wurzag, which is totally fine. We don't necessarily want to continue to fight him. The only reason that we were really here fighting Wurzag was for the purposes of getting his trait, and we got that. We're going to go ahead and destroy Volkmar.
Not possible.
And we don't lose anybody, and we're going to be able to replenish over the end turn. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we're going to actually occupy this settlement. And I'll explain why here in a second. We're going to build that. And that allows us to occupy this. And we should be able to now recruit some troops here. We have the ability to recruit 3, excuse me. And we need more frontline troops. So let's make room for 3 Khorne. Let's see, 57. Let's do this. All right. That'll give us room for 3 of these. And that will build out our army. And now we are going to go to the Northern Chaos Waste. Karanak is going to get the Howl. He's going to get his extra usage. He's going to get our campaign movement range increased. And then we might as well do this. Even though, well, this will help our Regiment of Renown anyway. This one, we'll start doing his Gate of Khorne. This one is going to be that. And then Skarbrand can now start down. I think that the wisest thing that we can do right now, because Skarbrand can already defeat anybody that he goes up against. Everybody that we're going to be fighting in the initial is going to be a Slaanesh. And they don't have a whole lot of missiles. So I think the best thing that we can do now is instead of going down, like getting this or any of this, is we're going to go down this and get the Blood-Soaked Champions to buff up our mortal units. And then we'll start hopping up to this line. Because the only thing we really get out of this line is more weapon strength for Skarbrand. And this isn't really all that impactful. So we might hop over there and get the missile resistance if we end up against somebody that's going to be a problem for us. The other thing that we're going to do is raise a Lord right here. And I think actually I have the money, although I'm not in any imminent danger. How big is this skull pile? It's only 180. It's not really worth my time. So we'll not do that. Actually, we'll not raise a new Lord. And what we're going to do is go ahead and build this. Transport faction leader to the settlement. And then we're going to blow this up next turn. Let's look at our diplomacy options. We might as well take this, even though it's a minor faction that's going to get wiped out, because we can just get 500 gold off of them. And there is no reason... Well, I take that back. Let's continue to be at war with these guys, even though it would be worth our money. It would be probably worth it to do that. Because I want Queek to have Carrick 8 Peaks. Because he's better off with it. So we might as well leave that alone. Cool. Excellent. And this is... We don't need to upgrade that. We're going to sell that to Queek in 2 turns. Okay, let's move on to the next episode.